Well, it's Thanksgiving Eve, and oh man, do I give thanks. Despite my eternal quasi optimistic outlook on things, like things could get better, the holidays are always rough, but more than ever, I've gotten to the point to where I think things cannot get better. But we got holed up for a couple days, and I was watching TV, and I was watching in the background just some commercial about depression. And if you're depressed, try Cymbalta or whatever. Cymbalta, correct me if I'm wrong, they had the little hole in the ground, and your depression was your hole, and it followed you around like your pathetic pet dog, and you would take care of your little hole, and then it kind of disappeared off the market. Well, not off the market, but off advertising for a while. And then I remember about 6-9 months later, they repackaged that or remarketed it as a joint pain easement medication. Now, if I don't know anything about American marketing and I go to a doctor and go, my knees hurt. Oh, well, try this Cymbalta. And I don't know anything about, okay, I'll eat the Cymbalta. And now they've got you eating antidepressants. I suppose they all have some sort of benefit, like the thing with Wellbutrin was it was supposed to keep you from getting depressed and also keep you from smoking. Well, I'm so great that it's so nice that our psych meds also possess a added incentive to. But if you are living on Earth at this time and date, and you are a halfway thinking individual and you're not depressed, I would say there's something definitely wrong with that person. It would seem to me that depression is the natural response to the deteriorating state of our humanity species. And of course, when you watch commercials, it doesn't matter whether it's an antidepressant, whether it's to burn the pus out of your dick, what the fuck ever. At the end, when they race through the many possible side effects, they always seem to add at the end, and could include serious thoughts of suicide or even death. Antidepressants. Here's a thought. If I go to my psychiatrist and I say, hey doc, I keep having these thoughts about trying to kill myself. And he goes, well, let's get you on these pills right here. And one of the effects of this medicine that's supposed to keep me from thinking about suicide, doing it, is that it could increase my thoughts of thinking about suicide. I'm sorry. If I go in for a stomach ache, I don't want a medicine that's going to make my stomach hurt worse. I mean, I don't want a medicine that's going to make me want to jump off a building. That's just insane. And so, when it comes to the medical industrial complex, they're all about just trying to, and all the poisonings in the world, to get you to the fact that they want to get you to think that being depressed means you're ill in some way at all, that's insane. Or just outright, just the devil lying or whatever. I don't know what I believe in any kind of higher echelon entities, realms, beings, whatever. I do believe there is a evil presence that is thick on this world right now, and I guess you could call it the devil, whatever. I don't know if it's the devil's going to go down to the crossroads. He's going to make a deal with me. What if the devil is just an overall program, and when you click on certain fields, you just it pops up the devil, the face. That's the icon for the fucking program. Oh yeah, I'll make a deal, sell your soul, blah blah blah. I don't believe that. I don't even know if I believe it, that there's any kind of real satanic presence out in the universe. I do believe that other people believe that. And in the course of their belief, they would do and will do sick, heinous shit to people and each other. I mean, and the things that have come to pass, the conspiracy theories, you crazy motherfucker. The vaccine is good for you, you crazy fuck. And everything else that you're thinking about, that's just crazy talk. Yeah, okay. And there's no credibility to the Epstein files. Well, that turns out that there's a lot. Diddy gets a walk, even though that fucking piece of shit. And everything, it's not conspiracy theories anymore. It's conspiracy facts. I mean, a conspiracy is a malevolent plan by two or more people. Okay? Any country that has been embroiled in war, had horrible shit go on, corruption, scandals, whatever, those are conspiracies. The political parties of America, by definition, are giant organized conspiratorial groups. And they do insane shit. So this thing about, just because you're seeing it, just because you're smelling it, touching it, tasting it, all those things, that doesn't mean that's real. That just means you are crazy. Well, here's the other thing about crazy. Okay, I could even accept that I believe my thinking might be skewed. And so I could say that I'm crazy because I know me and I'm a fairly impartial observer of things. But what is everybody else? Where is the sanity standard? And if there is crazy and there's sane, could you be too sane? I mean, the average person is not stamped sane. Because I guarantee I am a fucking provocative person. I could just about bring the crazy out of just about anybody. So if they possess that possibility of going nutty because someone provokes them enough, then it's always in there. So where's the standard that we're using? Is it average person thinking? Because that's somewhere between crazy and sane. Where's the sane bar? They don't even mention that about, oh, well, we're measuring sanity according to the, and then who is the ones doing the measurement? The psychological community of the world? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't just about every therapist, psychologist, psychiatrist, anyone dealing with the fucking nutties, don't they all have a psychiatrist, psychologist, therapist, blah, blah, blah? So you go to your therapist and you go, oh, I just can't take these fuckers anymore. They're just driving me crazy. Well, tell me about your day. Oh, well, Susie the fucking shithead told me about how she just drove right through the pavilion and killed a bunch of people. And so there goes your client-doctor confidentiality, because your doctor is telling their doctor the problems they're having, processing the problems you're having. And this whole thing about, I mean, there's just nobody that has your best interests at heart. If you could even begin to trust them enough to go in, which we don't, because, there was a thing on Eddie Griffin today, made some statements about the vaccine. He goes, if I'm going in for an operation, I'm going to keep my hand on my pistol, because if I open my eyes during the nap and someone's trying to inject some shit into my saline bag, then we're both going to die today. Yeah, good for you, Eddie. So I think that's my holiday Thanksgiving message, is that don't worry about being depressed. Depression at this point in the world, it should be a very natural. Let me see. Who wouldn't be depressed? Oh, the crazies. So what they should have is, if you're too happy, we need you to take these pills and tone that shit down. Anyway, happy Turkey Day, of which you should get your overdose of tryptophan and fall asleep in the chair with a cigarette in your hand, burning down your best buddy's dad's recliner chair, who's FBI Director of the South. Okay, I'm out.